Hello everyone, it's Anita, and in today's video I'm going to talk about 3 apps that you can use to learn / improve your German. I'm a native speaker actually, and I made a video a while ago where I reviewed Duolingo, Busuu and Bubble because I think they're the most known apps, and I kind of compared them. I had a look at them because I wanted to see if the words and sentences that they teach, if they were natural, if they made sense, you know, how many mistakes there were in those courses. You can watch that video if you're interested in that. But today I want to focus on 3 apps that you might not have heard about, although I think one of them is quite popular right now, but yeah. And they are free or mostly free. I know that that's something people are always looking for, free resources. So I thought I would see if what I can find that might be useful to you. So that's what I'm going to talk about in this video. The first app I wanted to talk to you about is for people that struggle with the 3 definite articles in German, der, die, das. And that's what the app's called actually, der, die, das. You can type words. Let's say you don't know what a definite article is for house, which is also house in German. So like, oh yeah, das Haus. You can also click on a definition. It just brings you to the dictionary site. It's quite useful. You could add this to your favorites. I'll come back to this later, but you could do that. So yeah, I have nothing here yet. There are also rules, a few of them, like you can look that up if you want to. My favorite part of this app is this game section, and here you can also choose your level and how many words you want to study, and you can either choose random words or favorites. Now, I said these apps are mostly free. So here the thing is, if you want to learn with your favorites, for me it says it costs 1 Swiss franc, that's $1. Yeah, it's not completely free. If you want to practice those words, yeah, you would have to pay that, but otherwise you can just study with random words, and I'll just go through this to show you what that's like. So I just chose the beginner level and 10 words. So I should actually get a few wrong. So I'm just going to get this wrong, right? I know that it's die Chance, not der Chance. Just to show you what happens afterwards. Yeah, let's just make it again false, of course. Just to see what happens. Okay, I'll get the other ones right. Otherwise it's going to be a bit annoying. Okay, but yeah, it's like a simple game. Okay, now it says do you want to play again with the words for which the article was selected incorrectly, and you can say yes, and then it shows you the words again and you go wrong. Yeah, and here you get the summary. Now you could go to save the words you got wrong, so those are then your favorites, but I'm not going to do that. Oh, so yeah, they have other apps as well. For example, I also downloaded that one, Le La for French. Maybe if you're learning another language, it might be also interesting. All in all, I think this app is very simple but fun. The next app is also available on the website. It's a free German course offered by DW, that stands for Deutsche Welle. It's I think public broadcast service thing. I don't really know that much about them, so I don't know if there were any controversies or whatever. It's not about that. So they offer a German course, and from what I've seen, it's, first of all, it's correct. Because obviously they're from Germany, they created that course. And let's just say you start with A1 level. So yeah, so for example, look at the basic words. Let's do that quickly. You get a video. I'm not going to show it. I'm not sure if that's possible with copyright or whatever, but you could also look at the script if you can't listen to it. Maybe you don't have your headphones or whatever. And yeah, here for example, what I have to say now that I'm looking at it is that instructions are in German. I don't know if you can change that. You have to choose words and stuff like that. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. Now I can't go home. That's like my only problem. It's kind of hard to navigate the this site, but okay, I just went to the vocabulary section. I kind of want to go back. Course overview, yeah. But it looks quite nice. Yeah, here you also have a grammar overview, stuff like that. Sentence structure, for example, relative causes. I don't know, like. I think it's a nice course. Again, as a native speaker, I don't know how effective it is, but from what I use for other languages, I can tell that this is a nice resource. So I don't know, maybe if you're learning German, let me know if this is helpful or not. And in general, if you know of other free apps or websites or whatever, leave your suggestions down below. I think it will be useful for other people. And the last app I want to talk to you about is Drops. So this is the one I think that some people might have heard about. It's not completely free. Now, with other apps such as Buzu or Bubble, you also get free content, but it's quite restricted. And with Drops, you have access to everything, but just for a limited amount of time. I bought the lifetime version, so it's kind of hard for me to show you what I mean. But basically, I know I used a free version for such a long time for other languages. Then it was that you got 5 minutes every 10 hours. You could do a lesson in the morning and in the evening if you wanted to, and 5 minutes is also, sometimes it's enough, sometimes it's not enough. I get that, but you know, for the content you get, I think it's still good. You can use the free version, like you'll be fine with that. Of course, I assume you also use other resources, not just one app. Also, sometimes they would give you more time. Like, let's say you complete a 5-minute lesson, they're like, oh, you'll get an extra minute, or you get an extra 5 minutes or whatever. So you could definitely keep using the free version. At least I hope it's still that way. If you're a total beginner, I personally wouldn't necessarily tell you to use that app, because you learn vocabulary and a couple of basic sentences, but yeah, it's more, I think it's more for intermediate to advanced speakers, because you can also learn very specific words, and I think it's for someone that maybe knows a lot and just thinks, oh, you know what, now I want to learn words like parsley in German, now I want to be able to talk about politics in German, so I want to learn the specific words for that or whatever. So it's not essentially for beginners. Of course, they have things that anyone could start with, like food, numbers, colors, directions. Again, like astronomy is probably not the first one you want to learn unless you're you work in that field, so yeah, of course. But later on you might want to come back and then look at those things. It's a nice app. I love the design. So let me just go to that to random one. Yeah, let's go to the normal basic phrases.
Hallo.
Okay, so you can now choose if you want to learn it or if you want to skip it. Maybe you already know the word, or you just don't want to learn it because you don't think it's necessary. So I'll just skip this one.
Danke.
So let's say, okay, let's pretend that I don't know this word.
Danke.
Yeah.
Danke.
I'm going to play this through. This one
Sind Sie von hier?
Okay.
Sind Sie von hier?
You could also
Tschüss.
select that you want to get the English translations every time you learn this word, but I don't.
Bitte.
Yeah. There are so many topics. I don't think it's an app for everyone, but if you want to add this to your language learning routine, I think it could be helpful. And I also think it's great that you can choose the topics you want to learn. So it's not like with Duolingo where you have to learn one lesson to unlock another one. So if you're interested in certain things, you can learn those first. Alright, I hope this was helpful. If you haven't subscribed, it would really make my day if you did that. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next video. Bye!